Hello and welcome to the Minecraft Middle-earth server. I'm your guide for today, Sevi689. Today I'm going to take you on a tour that follows the path of Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, as well as the Grey Company and the Army of the Dead through southern Gondor. We will be walking through the cities of Kalembo, Linhir, and Pelargir. So let's begin! Coming up to the gate, you can see that our developers have installed an animations plugin here. Kalembo is a city in southern Gondor and the capital city of the province of Lamedon. It is situated on a small hill along the river Cyril and a major road that leads into southern Gondor. Aragorn and the host of the dead camped here on their way to Pelargir. One special thing about MCME is that each house is made uniquely and by hand. Complete with interiors, you'll never find two identical houses on the server. There's even a fireplace here. The building of the city was led by the designer Ivan 1PL and the co-leader Otho. The planning was started in February 2015 and the build was completed 4 months later in May. We're going to be taking the scenic route to Ethring, so I'll see you when we get there. Welcome to Ethring. Ethring is basically a bridge in southern Gondor that leads across the river Ringlow. Aragorn and the Oathbreakers crossed here on their journey to Pelargir. It is the only settlement in the Ringo Vale during the War of the Ring and is ruled by Lord Borhador. This road goes all the way to the city of Linhir, so again, I'll see you there. By the way, if you're walking the roads here, you'll find signposts giving you directions. I find them very handy at these intersections. The city farms and the walls are coming into view. So welcome to Linhir. Linhir is another major city in southern Gondor. It is the second largest city in Lebanon and served as a port for the province, which made it very easy for the corsair ships to attack. Linhir was led by Otho and the co-leader Luke, who is still active on the server today. The city was completed in 28 days, including planning, which is the fastest large city completion on MCME to date. The project was started in December 2014 and finished that same month. Now, during the War of the Ring, the men of Lamedon, led by their Lord Angbor, defended this city against the Corsairs. As the battle raged on, Aragorn, the Grey Company, and the Army of the Dead arrived and the attackers fled. After the battle was over, Angbor was the only man who had the courage to meet with Aragorn, who instructed him to gather his men and ride to Minas Tirith. Aragorn named him Angbor the Fearless. Linhir is also great to walk through actually, with its marketplace details and old-style streets and houses. There are even custom banners. From Linhir, we will follow the road once again. Also, the custom flower textures are so pretty. These and the handmade trees really add to the scenery, I think. And here we are! Welcome to the great city of Pelargir. The great port of Gondor, Pelargir was one of the first settlements of the Númenóreans founded in Middle-earth during the Second Age. It was built as a haven for the faithful. Pelargir is Sindarin for the Garth of the Royal Ships. In a letter written by Tolkien, he talks about how he went on a trip to Italy and he says that Pelargir was inspired by Venice. Venice architecture was the build team's inspiration for the build style and layout of the city. You see little gardens and bridges, bright and calming colors, overgrown trellises, and it's one of my personal favorite cities to walk around actually. The building of Pelargir was organized by Credo and Woodleth. It was started on December 29, 2014 and was finished on August 24, 2015. The Dome of Pelargir was actually constructed through a contest that was won by Eagles, Bender, Thiz, and Jack. When Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Angbor, the Grey Company, and the Army of the Dead pursued the Corsair enemies here, they drove them to flee into the river Anduin. Here, Aragorn released the dead army from their curse and took over the Corsairs. From here, they sailed to the battle at Pelennor Fields. The rest is history. There's lots to explore in Pelargir actually, like the quaint streets, the Cathedral of the Faithful, and one of its most popular places, the Pelargir Theatre. The Pelargir Theatre is actually where most of MCME's events and community ceremonies are held. If you'd like to join our celebrations, we invite you to check out our server. You can find our IP address and Discord link in the description. And that's our tour for today. I hope you enjoyed tagging along with me, and if you decide to visit the server, we guides hold plenty of tours for new players to explore the world our builders have recreated. Do you want to see more tours? Comment down below where you'd like us to tour you next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. We hope to see you there.